Namaste, Meera here. Yes, here again with a story and experience and my learning. So many stories, and might be whatever the stories that I'm sharing with you is something that you have heard or you know it. What I'm trying to add over here is my little bit of a perspective or my learning per se. Once upon a time, yes, that's how the stories used to start, and so I have something like that. Once upon a time, a king had called his ministers and he had asked them to organize for a painting exhibition. And the best painting, the person who paints this, would be rewarded a huge amount. The entire kingdom, or the place, people were excited. More because they're going to get this award directly from the king. Wonderful paintings were exhibited on the day. The king looked at each and every painting. He liked them, he admired every painting that was submitted or were put for the exhibition. Everyone there were just crossing their fingers and just praying that their painting gets selected and they get this reward. It went through several screening process, exactly like in our interview process, a candidate's profile, several candidates profile, and it goes through a funnel mechanism and we pick the one which suits our requirement and the candidate's requirement. The king also did the same thing. All the paintings were put into a funnel for reviewing process, and he selected finally two paintings, and those two paintings were put for the display for people to see. First painting, when people looked at it, it was serene. You wanted to know what theme or what picture prompt the king had given? It was about peace. The first painting, it has beautiful mountains, snow capped, an ocean, and also a river flowing in the parallel line. It was flowing peacefully with all the calmness element into it. And the animals, yes, whether it was a lion, a tiger, an elephant, or the little squirrel or a deer, or a hippopotamus or a snake, or even those monkeys and crocodile. They were all having food and drinking water from the same place without harming each other. And the sky, beautiful sky, the sun very calm and warm. And the birds were chirping, literally, they were singing songs of peace and calmness. When everybody looked at this painting, they were like, oh, wow, this is called peace and calmness. There was yet another painting. There was yet another painting. It was it was like volcanic eruptions everywhere. The cloud, they were darker than the color called black. And it was lightning, thunderstorms everywhere. All the animals were scared, and every animal's expression on the face was like they were fearing about something. Nothing could have been over there which was talking about calmness or peace. The trees, they didn't have any of those green elements. The leaves were not there. It wasn't autumn, but it was a place. The painting looked like it was drought. There was not even a single element of water that people can consume or the animals can consume. Of course, there was ocean, and ocean was like it's going to engulf the entire planet. That was the kind of the anger the volcano and the ocean or any element over there were expressing. A lonely tree, devoid of even a single leaf. It looked as if it's going to fall into the ocean any time. The branches, they were totally malnourished. There was a nest, there was a mother bird, and three little ones. The three little ones were just looking at the mother bird with their beaks open and the mother bird was feeding whatever she managed to get. And with her wings, she just hugged all the three and they just slept quietly in the nest, unaware of what was happening outside. They had their little bit of meal, whatever they got, and all the three little ones, along with its mother, slept peacefully. Yes. And the king chose this painting. All were shocked. What? This painting? Even a very thought about this painting would give us chills under our spine. And the king explained, the calmness or the peace is not just in the surrounding that you are. It is also about the surrounding that you can create for yourself within you. And that prize, that painting won the award, rewards, recognitions. Yes, all these things are something which we talk about even in the corporate, right? In our work front. It's easy to say, right? Calmness and peace, the happiness is born out of you. But it's all about that little bit of the seed that we sow in the form of an anchor. That when we are in a project, the project looks really tough. There are competitions, competitors, and we have competitions within the team, outside the organization, inter, whatever you call it as. And you have the pressure from the manager, skip level managers, super managers, the management, or the CEO who are waiting for you to complete this project, hook or crook, and give that result which all are looking for. And we still keep fighting the battle outside. Sometimes it's all about pausing in spite of knowing the environment. The environment could be like the volcanic eruptions by the managers, it could be that angry sea by the organization, or it could be anything that is detrimental. But it's your nest where you create your bit of peace and calmness or happiness out of whatever you do. Like I always roll back to this thing called the purpose. When we string our thoughts to our purpose about completion of the process, we will do it in spite of whatever is the surrounding. Wishing you all a great day. If you're starting your day and if it's the beginning of the week, my best wishes to you. And yet again, yes, I'll be back with one more story, a story and experience in my learning. Thanks for listening and sharing your thoughts, sending me messages and emails. Thanks a ton. Thank you so much. Namaste.